So the Eagles media asked Jalen Hurts a question and he just had to walk out on them. Also, the Eagles run game could be back versus the Dallas Cowboys. Although Nick Sirianni is adamant about Kenny G being number 2, we could see a big workload for DeAndre Swift. Plus, Sean Desai already making changes for the defense, especially as it pertains to the quick game. And Micah Parsons calling for Cowboy Nation to show up to the Linc? Are you crazy? What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast, and today we got a lot to get into, but before we do that, Eagle Nation, can I ask y'all for a favor? Help your boy out, hit that like, subscribe if you are new, and turn on that notification bell so you know when we drop these videos or go live. Let's get into it. So the Eagles made some roster moves. They signed Julio Jones to the active roster and opened the 21-day practice window for center/guard Cam Jurgens. They also signed tight end E.J. Jenkins to the practice squad. It's great to see Cam Jurgens back with the team. The run game was working better when Cam Jurgens was healthy. I'm not saying that's the only reason. Nick Sirianni talked about it today. We've been passing more, and that's why Jalen Hurts' numbers up, A.J. Brown's numbers up. At the end of the day, I just want to win football games. However, maybe this week during the Dallas Cowboys, if Cam Jurgens suits up against a team that can be ran on, they are pretty decent still against the pass, but can be ran on, we might see Swift open things up. And if not, no worries. We got the Offensive Player of the Week of the NFC on our team. So if we got to air it out, we got to air it out. I will say, with this clip still lingering around social media, him limping to get to a hurry-up offense called by Nick Sirianni, of course they were going to try to sneak in one more. Is your knee any worse or better? But it was at the end, and look what Jalen Hurts did.
Jalen, I got to ask. Anything new with the knee? Feel better? Feel worse? Different? Anything? Okay, that's what I thought. Thanks. It's worth a shot.
You gotta love it. This guy literally pulled the real-life SpongeBob meme. I'ma head out. Now, on to Nick Sirianni's press conference. He was asked again. The question was a little different. They asked him, why is Kenneth Gainwell your RB2, not Boston Scott, not Rashad Penny? And this is what he had to say. Pretty adamant, to say the least.
Yeah, he's the number 2 because I think I was asked about this too, and I said there's things that you don't see that were obviously in practice. He's our number 2 because we believe it right now. He's the second best running back on our team. That's based off games, that's based off past games, that's based off practice, that's based off the whole body of work, not just and I obviously understand where that question is coming from, but I didn't get this question last week when he ran over 2 guys in the Miami game and got into the end zone because we were all singing his praises, and also the same thing in the playoffs last year when he gave us some very valuable carries. But I understand that's your guys' job, but if I were to just say, okay, Kenny fumbled the ball in the red zone, that's it. He's going to number 3. Then that wouldn't be consistent of what we do.
He then went on to say, when Jalen Hurts throws an interception, we don't bench him. If AJ drops a ball, we're not going to bench him, although I don't think he dropped the ball in the last 6 games. However, he was saying if one person makes a mistake, we can't just judge him off that one mistake, but he's adamant about Kenny G being RB2. Now, we've seen Boston Scott a little bit. Rashad Penny, the mystery is still bothering me, bothering a lot of Eagle fans, the fact that we signed him, talked about him, and just won't play him. However, the shenanigans, not just responding to a critic, because you're definitely allowed to do it, but doing it during the game when you should be focused could warrant less snaps. At the end of the day, we were happy when Kenny G scored that touchdown against the Miami Dolphins. Like Nick Sirianni said, we just think that Swift needs more opportunities, especially in the red zone, especially when we're passing the ball more, not running the ball more. We just think that Swift is a better option, and it would be nice to see Rashad Penny. Now, everybody was talking yesterday about Howie Roseman not making a move at the trade deadline. We still won the trade deadline. Just because the move wasn't made at 4 p.m. on Tuesday don't mean it ain't a deadline trade. When you do something a week before, it still counts. And he was the only All-Pro to be traded throughout this whole process. We've seen a couple different things transpire, right? The 49ers get better. I think the Bills grab Rasul Douglas from the Packers. It is what it is at this point. The Cowboys didn't do nothing. The Giants sold. And the Commanders looking like the Sixers. Joshua Harris over there, I said this yesterday on Twitter, Washington Commanders are about to trust the process, not just 4 for 4, or I should say at least Sixer fans who are Eagle fans definitely understand what I'm talking about here. Both Sweat to the Bears and Young to the Niners. That's why I wasn't even mad when Howie Roseman did not make a move. We heard linebacker, pass rusher, cornerback, all as options. We got the best deal on the board. It was a week early, but the best deal. And remember how much he was making in Tennessee? Upon being traded to Philadelphia, the Eagles restructured the contract of safety Kevin Byard, which created $711K in 2023 cap space. A little bit of an extra financial flexibility for Philly. He remains under contract through 2024. Other guys went out there and traded second and third round picks for guys for 1 year. We gave up a fifth, a sixth, and a player for a 2-year guy who gave us dang near $1 million extra in cap space. Dang. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. And again, he wasn't the greatest in his first week game against the Commanders due to the lack of secondary play, but he's already making it a point of emphasis. We all got to be better.
Being more detailed on some of the things, the calls that were being made as far as the defense coordinator is being made. I just think we should be a lot more clean on that. Some man-to-man stuff. Like I said, my stuff included, I'm not exempt from any of this. Like I said, but that's one thing we're going to make sure that, we're going to watch the film on Monday. We're going to be very crucial ourselves. We're going to keep 100 in the room and say that this is not good enough. And that's the only way that you can get better. You have to be real with yourself and watch the film and just, like I said, meet better, practice better, all those good things.
Now, there was definitely lack of execution out there on that secondary. Sean Desai takes some of that responsibility for his play calling, especially when asked about the quick game that hurt us.
Yeah, there was a lot of factors in it, and it starts with me. I got to prepare our guys better and put our guys in better positions to make some plays on those things. And then when I do that and keep shifting the calls and moving them around, putting our guys in good spots so they can challenge those at the point of attack. And credit to them, they did a good job of getting that ball out fast on us.
It stinks that coming into this game, we all thought that 3-4+ sacks was inevitable because of how many times Sam Howell been sacked, especially with how Haason Reddick is playing. He did get a sack fumble in this game, and he's becoming the closer of the NFL, not just for the Philadelphia Eagles. Look what he's been doing since a bird. Haason Reddick has 8 sacks in the final 5 minutes of games since the Eagles signed him last year. This is what you call clutch at the defensive end position. Even if he ain't active all game, once he realizes it's clutch time, 5 minutes left, he's going to make the offense pay. Staying with the defense, there was some minimal adjustments that paid off with the quick game, especially when you look at the Commanders trying to stack receivers to one side. Here you got the Commanders motion into a stack bunch set. You're going to see 3 wide receivers tight in formation. You got Kevin Byard, the safety, guarding the tight end Logan Thomas. You got Slay on the outside guy, and you got Eli Ricks on the inside guy. However, the traffic is so hard for Slay to get in between, right? He has to go around Eli Ricks. That allows, once again, the quick game from Sam Howell. And this was a big third down completion, which ultimately led to a scoring drive. So later in the game, third, fourth quarter, there was minimal adjustments. Another stack bunch set. But this time, look how the Eagles play it. It's Cunningham out there, Slay and Eli Ricks, but they're lined up differently. If Slay playing the outside guy got to go inside, there's not as much traffic. He don't got to get around Eli Ricks. That is a nice little wrinkle. So even when we don't like the play calling or the defense, there were still crucial wrinkles in this game. Slay able to get a free release to that inside guy. This was a third down that was a PBU basically because Sean Desai saw it and said, next time we going to line you guys up like this. So the communication is going to get better, especially adding a guy like Kevin Byard, who's been here 1 week. But even though I'm a little upset by the fact that Sam Howell was dicing us, there were crucial adjustments that helped us win the game. Again, they turned the ball over twice on 4th down. We got an interception, and that was a crucial get off the field type thing. And then once again, Dame time. I mean, Reddick time for all my NBA fans out there. Y'all know what Dame time is. Reddick time, and he comes in and gets a sack. I do want to talk about the last play of the game for the Commanders, right? Driving down the field to get a quick score again. Sean Desai did not like it.
Oh, my God. That one. Gosh, man, that's 2 times they got me on that one. It's poor by me. I got to do a better job putting our guys in position to execute in those situations, and we will do a better job of putting those guys in position to execute those situations. We can't do that. That's not the type of brand of football that we want to be known about. That's not the type of product that we want to be putting out there.
Some people think it's excuses, but the way Sean Desai takes accountability, I feel like I can have some sense of relief that we're going to get it fixed, especially with a big NFC East showdown coming up. I will be live tomorrow with Cowboys Fan Talk. I think it's around 8 o'clock. We'll be doing the Eagles versus Cowboys talk, and we ain't going to hold anything back on him. I do want to say this. Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy told reporters that left tackle Tyron Smith's neck won't practice today. He will be limited tomorrow, and then they'll see if he can get ready for Sunday versus the Eagles. Dallas was down to their 3rd-string left tackle after Smith's replacement left Sunday versus the Rams. So they're trying to speed him back due to the fact they don't got no left tackles over there, and they're coming into a hungry defensive line. I will say this, though. Micah Parsons, growing up as an Eagle fan, being a Pennsylvania kid, does he know that a Eagles-Cowboys game is going to be all Eagle fans there when it's in Philly? He really thinks Cowboy Nation can get into these gates, get into the Linc. Listen to him.
Let's get it. It's going to be a great game Sunday. Dallas Cowboy Nation, Eagles, one of the biggest rivalries in football. Dallas Cowboy Nation, I need y'all to all stand up, be out there in Philadelphia. It's going down in the city of brotherly love. Come get it. We need y'all. We need to make this a home game. Y'all know how they get. It's going to be loud. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. Fans all over. So let's get right to it, Cowboys Nation. I'm going to see you Sunday.
I don't know what he's talking about, but it is what it is. He's a great player. He embraces the rivalry. Nick Sirianni was asked about, him, and he said, listen, we paying a lot of attention on him. We going to, have to really look at a game plan for this guy 1,000%. He also talked about Dak Prescott being one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Like, Nick Sirianni was giving his flowers to the Cowboys. You got to do it as a coach. We not about to do that, though. Parsons is good. Dak's played good last week, but we coming for him. It's war. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, Eagle Nation. I go by Philly Mike. Drop the muscle emoji if you got nothing to say. And don't forget to help your boy out by, something easy. Hit the like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. I think I have one more stream, 1.5 streams left to document the Commanders game, and document one of the live streams I did throughout the week. And then I will have them all tallied up in the spinny wheel. Like I said, it should be out Thursday, which is tomorrow. And because I took longer than Sunday, took an extra week to do it, we are drawing 2 winners for the jersey. Not just one, 2 winners. So I'm going to get 2 people jerseys. Good luck to everybody who already, got their entry. And I'll catch you on the next one. We out.